A couple weeks ago, I joined a group of total strangers on a snowy, really cold day on the Clark Fork River for a run. A really cool local group, Run Wild Missoula, puts on these beer runs where a group of people goes on a run together and then they meet up for a beer afterward. So sure, this isn't everybody's cup of tea or pint of beer, if you will. And the hour before it started, I wasn't really feeling like doing it either. There was like 4 inches of snow on the ground and it was really freaking cold. But I did it and I'm so glad I did. We started out as strangers, but after 3 miles together, I felt like some of them were friends. If we'd just been sitting at the bar together, I would not have had such a connection with people after 20 minutes. No, there was a little persuasion magic at work there. There was a little something called synchrony. So when we act together, we feel synchronized. And synchrony leaves a mark in our memory that's kind of primitive, because humans have had to act together to survive for as long as we've been around. There's a ton of evidence about this going all the way back to cave paintings. They show people marching together, dancing, praying, and singing. Why does synchrony persuade us to connect? Because it makes us feel united. Unity with other people leads us to do all kinds of things like help, sacrifice, and be loyal. Here's an example. Researchers did a study in which they had people play a game. In the game, they had to do one of 2 things. They had to make the same choice as their game partner to win money, or they had to make the opposite choice to win money. Afterwards, the people who had to win by making the same choice as their partners said they saw their partners as more similar to themselves and even liked them more. But get this, people don't even have to talk to get synchronized. Just doing the same movements can make us feel more united. Little things like tapping our fingers to the same beat, smiling at the same time, or making body adjustments together can unify us. A couple of Canadian researchers did a study in which they had people listen to different recorded audio tones while tapping on the table to the beat they were hearing. They either listened to the same tones as others and saw that they were tapping to the same beat, or they listened to a different track and tapped at different times. Afterwards, they were all told that they could leave, but that their partners had to stay and do some complicated math problems. And only 18% of the people who did not tap in synchrony stayed to help their partners, but 49% of people who did synchronize their tapping stayed to help their partners. They did hard math with a stranger for free because of synchrony. Now, this is the kind of thing I saw happen on the beer run. A group of strangers came together and moved in synchrony, and afterwards felt much more connected. This is a powerful phenomenon that tends to lead people to want to help each other more. So you can use synchrony to influence others in subtle ways, like walking in step with someone you'd like to persuade before you make a request of them. Anything that you can do to create the feeling of unity can lead to more liking, better rapport, and more influence. Thank you for watching, and check back later for more persuasion pollination.